Good evening, I'm Swastika Panda from OdishaTV.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. In a major setback to POSCO, the centre declines Odisha government's request to allocate Khandadhar mines to the steel major without bidding. 47 persons detained for questioning in connection with lynching of 4 people in Koraput, victims suspected to be ganja traffickers. Online joint entrance examination mains begins. 5,000 students take exam in 9 cities across Odisha. Telangana police team returns after concluding probe into involvement of semi-operatives in 2 robbery cases in Odisha. And respite from heat after weatherman predicts rain till April 7th in the north and coastal Odisha. Meanwhile, thunder squalls wreak havoc in Bissam Cuttack. Now the details. Odisha government's hope of handing over Khandadhar mines to POSCO without going through the bidding process bellied yesterday when the centre formally apprised it of the decision to finally auction the mines as per the amendments incorporated in the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation or MMDR Act recently. Though the state government had taken up with the Union Mines Ministry the case of South Korean major describing it as an international commitment, the centre decided to follow the norms and put the Khandadhar mines under the hammer. After land acquisition and sourcing water, this development has come as another major hurdle for the steel behemoth in commissioning its Jagatsinghpur project. Sources said POSCO may find it difficult to acquire the mines as it would not be viable for it to emerge as the highest bidder in the auction. POSCO-related issues were raised during the bilateral talks between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the South Korean president during the latest visit to India last year.
खंडाधार विषय किसी आसने बर्तमान जहाँ यूनियन मिनिस्टर कहते ऑक्शन हम बोली अनुरोध कथा आम अनुरोध करवा कथा आम जेहेतु कहीचु गोटे इंटरनेशनल कमिटमेंट आम कहवा कथा जमी आईनटा बर्तमान जेहेतु है जे सब ऑक्शन हम बोली केंद्र सरकार कहते ऑक्शन हम आम स्पेशल केस बोली कनसीडर कहते बर्तमान सुधा से कहते ऑक्शन हम बोली कहते नहीं आम ऑक्शन हम करवा आलोचना है जहाँ कह
Koraput police detained 47 persons of 3 villages for interrogation in connection with the lynching of 4 people on Wednesday night. Police sources said preliminary investigation report indicated that the deceased had hailed from Madhya Pradesh and they were suspected to be involved in ganja smuggling. A police officer said over a quintal ganja was seized from the spot where 2 4-wheelers and a motorcycle were set aflame on Wednesday night. The officer said the quartet was attacked with stones and bamboos and they succumbed at the spot. The bodies were found lying scattered on the Balia bridge. The villagers allegedly injured 1 person, a resident of Jaipur who was believed to be part of the group. During interrogation, the injured person admitted that the group was involved in ganja smuggling. Initially, it was believed that the horrific incident could have been the fallout of child abduction cases which were doing the rounds in the locality for past couple of days.
Preliminary evidence संग्रह कराई से गाड़ीटा मध्य प्रदेश रजिस्ट्रेशन रो सफारी गाड़ी थिला ए माने 4 जण सेइटू मध्य प्रदेश रो आसुथिबा अनुमान करा जाउची वर्तमान हमरो स्पॉट रो सस्पेक्ट माननकु आइडेंटिफाई करिबा पई स्टेप्स निया जाउची.
The implementation of National Food Security Act (NFSA) in the state will be completed by September 30th this year, Food Supplies and Consumer Welfare Secretary Madhusudan Padi said yesterday. Addressing media persons here at the State Secretariat, Padi said as many as 36 lakh out of 73 lakh applications have been digitized so far. In the first phase, the registered beneficiaries in selected blocks will be given acknowledgement on April 11th. The rest will get their acknowledgements during 2nd, 3rd and 4th phases, which are scheduled to be organized on April 22nd, May 1st and May 16th respectively. There will be a provision to amend the card if any discrepancies are found after digitization. Meanwhile, the beneficiaries who were unable to register their names can enroll their names between May 25th to July 25th at block and urban local body offices.
तेस्तरी लक्ष एप्लिकेशन आसी तन्मध्यरु प्राय 36 लाख एप्लिकेशन डिजिटाइज सरला आमर केंद्र सरकार वर्तमान एनएफएसए इम्प्लीमेंटेशनटा सेप्टेम्बर 30 तारीख को घुंचे 2015 तेणु आमर आगु टार्गेट थिला सेप्टेम्बर मास लागू करूँ तेणु बर्तमान मध्य आम टार्गेट सेया रही।
The two-day online joint entrance examination JEE Mains conducted by Central Board of Secondary Education CBSE began today. Around 5,000 candidates from the state are appearing for the entrance examination in 9 cities. The first session of the exam started from 9:30 am and continued till 12:30 pm, while the second session of the test will start at 12:30 pm till 5 pm. In the first session, exam for engineering was conducted, while examination for architecture and planning is scheduled for the second session. India successfully test-fired its nuclear-capable ballistic missile Dhanush from a naval ship in the Bay of Bengal yesterday. MVKV Prasad, director of the Integrated Test Range in Chandipur in Balasore district, said the missile was fired as a part of the regular practice trial of the Strategic Forces Command. He further said the test was successful and it has met all its test requirements. Prasad, however, declined to specify the exact location in the Bay of Bengal where it took place. Dhanush is a naval version of the nuclear-capable ballistic missile Prithvi. It has a range of 350 km and is capable of carrying a conventional as well as a nuclear payload of more than 500 kg. It can hit both land and sea-based targets. The missile gives the Indian Navy capability to strike enemy targets with great precision. A police team from neighbouring Telangana returned yesterday after investigating the suspected role of the activists of dreaded terrorist outfit Students Islamic Movement of India, SIMI, in a few robberies committed in Odisha. The cops who were staying in a hotel here for the last 3 days were probing the local links with SIMI, which came to light after Telangana police gunned down 2 of its activists in an encounter in Nalgonda district on April 4th. Reports from Hyderabad then suggested that the Telangana police suspect the operatives of the banned organization were involved in the robbery in Jharsuguda Gramin Bank of Odisha in May last year and the dacoity in Dhanbad LFP Express near Kesinga railway station of the state.
तांकरो स्टेट रे जो किछि घटना हेछि तांको भीतर के जो कोन लिंकेज अछि तार इंक्वायरी करबा पई एठी थिले इंक्वायरी करिके से जाई छंती किछि क्लूज ऑब्टेन कर छंती फर्दर इंक्वायरी जारी रही छी इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी प्लान हर जिला रे होछि ताकू हमें सिचुएशन एंड समय के साथ इवॉल्व करू छु.
Administrative probe into revenge student drowning incident at Chobra Barrage in Cuttack has begun as a 3-member inquiry team led by Additional District Collector Bibhuti Bhushan Das visited the spot. Source said the team also recorded the statements from fellow students of the deceased and discussed with the Vice Chancellor of the university. They also recorded the statements of locals and eyewitness of the incident. Das said though the team was asked to submit its report within 15 days, the government will most likely get it within next 3-4 days. 5 students of the university had gone for a bath in Mahanadi River near the barrage on April 2nd. 4 of them drowned while another had a brush with death.
बर्तमान नई कूल क्यों परिस्थिति से कौ जगार गाधेले केमती घटना घटला से कि परिस्थिति थी पानी के ये भाया सब वैषयिक जिनसा बर्तमान आम आलोचना करूँ देखु अनुधान करुँ आम 2टा जगह गोटे है जो अघटन कारण एवं तार भविष्य निराकरण पदक्षेप मुख्यतः 2टी जिन तदंत चलती.
Bail plea of Shishore Group chairman cum managing director Prashant Das was rejected by the Khurda District and Sessions Court yesterday. After hearing the arguments from both the plaintiff and CBI counsel, the court rejected the bail plea. Das counsel argued in the court that as his client has been cooperating with the investigating team and lost in jail for a long period, the bail plea should be considered. On the other hand, CBI pleader told the court that as Dash's name is mentioned as the main criminal conspirator and fraudster in the charge sheet, he should not be granted bail. Once he would be out of jail, there were chances that Das might influence witness and destroy evidence, the CBI counsel added. Das had applied for the bail after the CBI filed a charge sheet against the Shishore CMD in connection with the multi-crore chit fund scam. In a major respite from hot climate, the Meteorological Department has predicted rains in north and coastal parts of Odisha due to a trough line over the state. The cloudy weather and rains are likely to continue till April 17th. However, the climate will be humid, the department added. Yesterday, the maximum temperature at Bhubaneswar was recorded at 37.4 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, Kala Baisakhi or thunder squalls wreaked havoc in Bisam Katak block of Raigada district. Widespread damages have been reported in Nirgundi, Nuagaon, Munda, Panaspadar and Jhigidi panchayats, which were lashed by thunder squalls yesterday. The thatched asbestos and tile roofs have been damaged by the thunderstorm. Electricity poles and trees were also uprooted by the gusty winds and power supply has also been disrupted. Meanwhile, the Bisam Katak Tehsildar said that assessment of losses will be made, after which assistance will be provided.
हठात धोका आइला आगे हमें जानी पारलु नहीं आसिकी कांथ बाड़ भसली गला बाहर बोली कि बाहरी पारु नथिलु बहुत हरियाण रे पिला चारटा को बाहर करी कि मुई बाहरी पारली खाद्य किछि नाही किछि खाइबाटा करिया पटा सब पवन उड़े करी धरी जाईछि कुआडे घर दुआर भांगी जाईछि 60-70 घर आ रखिया नाही एबे किस खाइबु किस रहइबु कोटी रहइबु रात सिंते हे करी सकाळ पाइछु आमे
निर्गुंडी गाँ रे सबुठारु बेसी क्षयक्षति हेछि आ सब गाँ रे पहुंची गेलानी सहयोग सरकारी सहयोग तापर आरए माने भी सर्वे करूछंती सर्वे हला पर आमे रिपोर्ट देला पर सरकार को कोन माने नियम अनुसार जोटा अछि आमे देवार व्यवस्था करिवो.
Before wrapping up the headlines once again, in a major setback to POSCO, the centre declines Odisha government's request to allocate Khandadhar mines to the steel major without bidding. 47 persons detained for questioning in connection with lynching of 4 people in Koraput, victims suspected to be ganja traffickers. Online joint entrance examination mains begins. 5,000 students take exam in 9 cities across Odisha. Telangana police team returns after concluding probe into involvement of semi operatives in 2 robbery cases in Odisha. And respite from heat after Ridaman predicts rains till April 7th in the north and coastal Odisha. Meanwhile, thunder squalls wreak havoc in Bisam Katak. Thank you for watching. Good night.